Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. And here are some Google for Education updates from December of 2025. Here's what you missed last month. So, as you know, Google has increased their pricing. At Get Set Tech, we just want to make sure you think of us because we love to drive the price down on our competitors. We love to give you the best possible bid and at least help you negotiate for as good a pricing as you could possibly get. Remember, Google for Education pricing is negotiable with your partner. We'd love to be able to give you the best possible price. Chat space managers can now set whether or not others could request to be in that space. And so for those of you that use Google Chat across your district, individual space owners can now prevent other people from requesting to join a space. So there's an individual setting within Google Chat for that. Also, if you're ever chatting with someone and you want to reference an email, you don't have to go open your Gmail and forward it. You can just go ahead and embed the email right into the GChat, which is a really cool feature. A few other NotebookLM updates, and NotebookLM continues to expand how it's being used. I would say one of the bigger updates here is that NotebookLM chat character limit has been raised from 500 to 10,000. So that's really exciting. Lots more context, lots more data to be able to create really great materials using NotebookLM. And many of you have probably heard about the Google Workspace Studio, which is going to be a core functionality within Google Workspace. If you haven't seen it yet in your admin console, that's okay. A majority of our schools, it's not showing up for them just yet, but we anticipate more and more schools to see it in their core tools. And what this allows you to do is create automated jobs within Google Workspace using AI agents. And so we've got some screenshots for you here, things like ask Gemini to schedule something depending on what the email is, a lot of the kinds of automating your work with Gemini tasks that we've been hearing about, but now they've been put into the studio, which makes it a lot easier to go ahead and create. And so there's all kinds of good information out there. And once this hits your domain, I think you're going to have a lot of fun learning about it. Okay, for those of us that use Google Drive PDF in the past, it wasn't the best experience. And now you're going to find that PDFs are a lot easier to view and they look a lot better because Google updated PDF viewing within Google Drive on the web. Super exciting. Meet now opens automatically picture-in-picture when screen sharing. So that's another cool feature that is just part of how that environment works. All right, Google Vault, you can now set up multi-party approvals. For those of you that have legal teams with lots of different people on those teams, and let's just say you wanted to make sure that if one person viewed or searched something, another lawyer, for example, had to approve it. Now you can set up multi-approvals in the same way that you would set up multi-approvals for Google admin settings as well. Gmail classification update, including a header and footer message. For those of you that use DLP rules and you use data loss prevention rules, you can now have more options to include in Gmail in your header and footer. Google Chat, go to chat.google.com. I've already been doing that for a long time, so I don't really know what the big deal is with this one, but it was part of their updates. Okay, schedule send GChats. So if you ever had that GChat you thought of at 2 a.m. and you're nervous, you don't want to just keep it in the window. You want to make sure you send it to your colleague. You can schedule send it to arrive at 10 a.m. in the morning. So really cool feature. The audio for Google Meet is becoming better and better, so you can be able to share better audio there. Really cool feature. You can now use a feed in a Google Chat space. And so, for example, even the updates that come out with Google, they have an RSS feed. And so every time there's an update, rather than getting an email, you can just get a GChat. And so you can set up RSS feeds for all the different tech items or whatever you might follow. And now it's embedded right into a GChat or a space. And Really, for those of you that are familiar with Slack, you know that people use this functionality within channels to track changes for their favorite apps. So this could be a really cool component for you to bring into your tech team. You could create a space, sign it up to several different feeds for updates like from companies like Google Chat or Google and other companies, and then add your tech team into it. And so you all are, throughout the month, you're regular getting pings about what are some changes that are coming down the road. Google Vids continues to improve, and you can now record yourself in the screen within Google Vids. Users of all ages can now generate images in Gemini app when signed into their workspace. So before, image creation was just for over an 18, and now it's for everyone. Also, you can now split your tabs right within Chrome, and that's been a really great feature for so many people to be able to have two different windows open. It's a really nice view. If you haven't tried it yet, I'm sure they've pinged you about trying it, and so we recommend on that one to use it whenever it's comfortable. All right, so those are our updates for December of 2025. Reach out to Get Set Tech with any Google related questions that you might have. We love to be able to help you, and we love to be on the lookout for you. For the month of December, there wasn't any major updates, no big game changers, nothing you need to go worry about turning on right now. Don't forget to check our spreadsheet and look at all the different changes there to help your team adjust and be ready. Thanks again, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want to connect. See you next month.